Welcome to the Blue Cafe. We offer stories of infidelity, betrayal, and redemption. Please like and subscribe if you are enjoying what you are hearing. Now, on to today's story. Newlywed, my husband subscribed to my sister's Onlyfans. Need support. This all started before we got married and my sister tried to add him on Snapchat. I asked him not to accept the invitation because she openly advertises her Onlyfans via Snapchat, and she has slept with one of my exes before. He immediately deleted the request and said he would have nothing to do with her. I admitted that one of my biggest insecurities is having a significant other cheat with my sister, because it is a very painful and messy experience. However, I truly do not think she knew he had subscribed to her account, as he used a fake name and I could not find any communication between them in his phone. I found out by snooping. I know I shouldn't have, but he'd been acting so checked out the past few weeks. I found his OnlyFans account. He was only paying for one subscription, my sister's. There was a card on his account that I did not recognize. Unfortunately, he immediately deleted his OnlyFans account when I confronted him, so I have no proof that this card actually exists. The story he told me is literally unbelievable, and came out slowly like he was making each piece up as he went along. He acted confused at first, like he didn't know what I was talking about, but started opening up little by little. Here is how he says it went down. He did have an OnlyFans account, but he never paid for any subscriptions. This is true. He was subscribed to 5 girls for free, and my sister for $14.99 a month. He was scrolling through Instagram when he clicked my sister's profile and she had a link to her OnlyFans in her bio, so he clicked it. He somehow accidentally bought a month-long subscription. He doesn't know how and he doesn't know where the card came from. He never even looked at her profile because he was so shocked that he had somehow bought a subscription on this mystery card. I told him he must be the most unlucky man in the world, because there is no way he could have accidentally bought an OnlyFans subscription using a card that doesn't exist, but he won't budge from this story. He followed me around begging me to promise not to leave him. I eventually agreed just to get him to leave me alone. He is in the living room and I am in the bedroom now. To me this is the ultimate betrayal, especially since I told him I was concerned about this exact type of thing happening. He keeps saying he'll do anything to get me to stay, but I don't even know what I could ask for that would fix this. Him buying me something or doing extra chores isn't going to undo what he has done. The fact that he won't even be honest about how he paid for the subscription makes me feel like he thinks I'm stupid, but he won't budge from this story. I just don't know what to do. Where do I go from here? I thought he was my soulmate. We connect so well on every level and we're planning on buying a house this year. We're always happy, we rarely fight. I wish I could believe his story. I almost wish he came up with something more believable that I could have gone along with. I feel like the person who did this and the person I'm married to aren't even the same man. It's so insulting when they come up with such a terrible lie. You'd need to be missing half of your brain to even consider it as truth for a second. It's time to protect yourself now. The fact that he clings to that ridiculous lie even after I said I need to know the truth and I know you're lying makes me wonder what else he is capable of lying about. How stupid he lied. You would have realized by now if he was lying about something else. It doesn't really matter if he's lying to you about more things. He's lying to your face about this and that's already too much. He's also hiding finances from you, likely a credit card used for porn sites and or online gambling addictions based on statistics, and intentionally broken your trust by doing the one thing you told him was your biggest fear and concern in a relationship. When you divorce him, I would also consider cutting your sister out of your life permanently. Even though she's kind of doing you a twisted favor by exposing the true nature of these men you've been serious with, it isn't healthy for you and any future relationships to be afraid of her influence. Just remember, Any man or woman who can be stolen isn't worth keeping. Good luck, yeah, totally, especially when the truth is so obvious too. It's pretty hard to come back from once that image of a person you know is shattered like that. I had pages full of screenshots that I put in front of my ex and watched a similar process unfold. It was so pathetic. It was like a 4-year-old trying to tell you that a dragon made a mess on the kitchen floor. I can kinda laugh about it now though. I remember getting in deep shit from time to time as a kid and making up bullshit on the fly with teachers, parents, cops, etc. I had a better game as a 10 years old than she had at 33, and can I still remember how unpleasant and unnerving it is finding yourself in that state. Pretty sure she won't forget that in a hurry, and no matter how they spin it, I think a part of them always knows their shit. Trust is gone and you know it's not coming back. Also, your real soulmate would have respected your wishes. Maybe he did it while he was sleepwalking and he didn't know he did it. Or maybe an alien took his body and the alien did it, and he doesn't even know an alien stole his body. I could think of 1,000 excuses like that that would be better than his excuse. Let me be perfectly clear when I say that I do not condone this behavior in any situation. I think the reason he lied to you and continued lying was because he is highly embarrassed that he got caught, and also has something else he was going through to cause him to be this protective of himself when caught. I'm sure there is a deeper reason behind it besides seeing your sister exposed, such as a pornography addiction or some form of abuse in his childhood. Not condoning his actions, that's not my place here. This is more contingent on if you want to stay with him. Here are some questions to look into that could potentially help him and you in therapy if that's the route you choose. Girl, this is what you do. You know your husband is lying to your face and you should not take that lightly. I would tell him that you are rethinking the marriage, and the only way you can begin to feel safe staying with him is for him to tell you the full truth. Tell him that his lying to you brings doubts in your head about being married to him, and only the truth will make you want to stay with him. Tell him the more he lies, the more you feel unsafe in this relationship. If he chooses to continue to lie to you, then you know he is not a trustworthy partner and does not want to regain your trust. I would seriously reevaluate this man and this marriage. Your new husband got a special credit card that you have no knowledge of so he could subscribe to your sister's Onlyfans, under a fake name so he could pleasure himself with your sister's pornography. Something you told him, in the beginning, was disrespectful to you, and not only did he do it anyway but went through some spy-level tactics to do it behind your back. Take the power back from him and hold him accountable for his shitty actions. I'm trying. He won't back down from this lie. He's actually acting shocked that I'm thinking about leaving him for this, as if it wasn't that bad. To me it is the worst thing he could have done short of sleeping with her. He won't back down from this lie. Then you have your answer. Do not buy a house with this man, do not have kids with this man, and do not further entangle your life with this man. If I was in your shoes, I would be writing down my exit strategy for this relationship and leave because I married a liar. Not only is he a liar but is someone who lusts after your sister. I would never trust him around her because he went through so much effort, behind your back, to be able to masturbate to her porno videos and pics. What else is he able to lie about or do with a straight face? I could not stay married to this type of person. He really showed his true colors. Maya Angelou has a famous quote that makes me think of your husband. When someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Just how short, I wonder. I am having difficulty believing that he created a credit card account for the sole purpose of a $14.99 monthly charge. It's possible that it was prepaid like you buy at grocery stores or drugstores. But if it was an actual credit card account, then it has other purposes. He has admitted to it being a prepaid gift card and showed me the card. It matched what I saw on the account. He is still saying he accidentally subscribed though. He tripped, fell onto this prepaid card, bought it accidentally at the register and brought it home where it fell out of his slippery fingers and typed its number, expiration date and security CVV code into Onlyfans. All in all, that's quite an accident. That's what is bothering me. That's at least 3 accidental clicks. Clicking the Onlyfans link, clicking subscribe, then his thumbprint to authorize the payment. And it just happened to be my sister's account? Plus the fact that more truths keep coming out little by little, like the fact that he knew which card it was charged to and he let me go through his credit card history knowing the whole time it was a prepaid card. Feel free to disagree, but the worst thing he could have done is come up with a lie so unbelievable that it is an insult to your intelligence. To compound that matter, he has continued to essentially expect you to believe the obviously unbelievable. Does the sun now rise in the west as well? Does he see you as that woefully naive, gullible, or stupid? He would have been better off just telling you that curiosity got the better of him. It would have still been a very bad situation, but at least he wouldn't be insulting your intelligence. I'm genuinely impressed with his explanation of how he subscribed to your sister's account. He should buy a Mega Millions lottery ticket, his luck is amazing. Annulment, baby, make it hurt. Is that grounds for an annulment? It's going to vary based on the rules of your state or country. Like everyone else is saying, this is not right. Cheaters always go into this initial gaslighting phase in the beginning to try to soften what they've actually done to their soul. My guess is once he met your sister and found out that she had an Onlyfans page, he jumped on it to get a chance to see her naked, even though you'd already told him that it was an issue for you. And to be honest, it would pretty much be an issue for anybody. Nobody wants to think of their so drooling over one of their siblings. An annulment means in religious terms that he never meant the vows he said to you. If he had this before you were married, it can actually be grounds for an annulment, as he had no intentions of being faithful. Why does your sister hate you? Honestly, the fact that he seems to believe you're mentally challenged is even more insulting than him going out of his way to attack your one insecurity. Also, why your sister of all girls? Do they talk often? Clearly the other sister is trying to ruin all of Op's relationships. I'm curious if Op asked the sister. The sister may reveal that he did significantly more than just subscribe. I think the worst part in this is that he fanciedly your sister. Not some random woman, your sister. It says he fantasizes about her and he was willing to cross that line of not only destroying your relationship, but with someone in your family. Sorry. He isn't sorry. He's painting a picture so he can still have everything without losing anything. If he had the fans only before you were married, it could be grounds for an annulment if that is something that may affect you. Cheaters are cheaters no matter what form they come in. What they're saying without words is that they come first in their lives. They don't understand what a long-term relationship means and the commitment it requires. P.S. I strongly at least think you need to send him to a friend's house or his parents. You need the headspace to think. Your sister is worse than your husband. Second time she tempts your guys. Anyway, if he is unable to be honest with you, then you know the way to go. Don't advertise it, just lawyer up, serve him the papers, move on. You'll find another soulmate, don't worry, who will actually deserve you. Wish you the best. Did you marry Homer Simpson? Because those excuses would be laughable, understatement of the millennium, if it wasn't such a grave and dire issue you're facing. WTF.